Goliath stood and shouted to talk to the Israelites soldiers. Why have you taken positions for battle? I am a Philistine, and you are Saul's servants. Choose one man and send him to fight me. If he can fight and kill me, we will become your servants. But if I defeat and kill him, you will become our servants. Then he said, Today I stand and dare the army of Israel. Send one of your men to fight me. When Saul and the Israelites heard the Philistines' words, they were very afraid. If you have the power of God, God will help you.
Amen.
God will be always there for you no matter what.
Amen.
David may have been a small child, but with the power of God, he can defeat anything.
Now can we welcome Leoma?
King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 60 cubits high and 60 cubits wide, and set up to the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. He summoned districts, prefects, governors, advisors, treasurers, judges, magistrates, and all other provincial officials to come to declaration of the image he had set up. The straps, prefects, governors, advisors, treasurers, judges, magistrates, and all other provincial image of the king Nebuchadnezzar had set up, they stood before it. They heralded loudly, proclaimed nations of peoples of every language, This is what you command to do. As soon as you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zereth, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the image that God Nebuchadnezzar has set up. Whoever does not fall down and worship will immediately be thrown into blazing flames. Therefore, as soon as they heard that sound, the flute, zereth, lyre, harp, and all kinds of music, all nations of the peoples, every language, fell down and worshipped the image of gold King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. At this time, some astrologers came forward and denounced the Jews. They said that King Nebuchadnezzar made the king live forever. Your Majesty has issued the decree to everyone who hears the harp, pipe, and all kinds of music must fall down and worship the image of gold. And whoever does not fall down and worship will be thrown into blazing flames. But there are some Jews who have set over the affairs of the province of Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego will pay no attention to you. Your Majesty, you neither serve your gods nor worship that image of gold you have set up. Furious of the rage, Nebuchadnezzar summoned Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So these men were brought before the king, and Nebuchadnezzar said to the king, said to them, It is true that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you should not serve my gods or worship the image of gold I have set up. Now, when you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zereth, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, if you are ready to fall down and worship the image I made ever good. But if you do not worship, you will be thrown immediately in the blazing flames. not God will be able to rescue from my hand. As we heard in the story, that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not obey the king's orders. Instead, they remained faithful to God, and as it is written in the commandments, not to worship other gods or idols except for me. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego showed courage when they were faced with death. This was an act of faith, and the Bible says, a man with no faith cannot please God. But as we heard, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego remained strong and stood their ground and showed courage and stayed faithful to God. And so, God rewarded them for their good doings. So you should always remain faithful to Him, because if you tumble down and fall, He will pick up your pieces. He will pick you up and mend your broken pieces. So you should all remain faithful to God, no matter what the consequences. He will be by your side wherever you go.
Amen. Amen. Now would you like to welcome Temi as she comes to give him the floor?
We are going to be reading Esther chapter 5, verse 1 to 10, 1 to 3. On the third day, Esther put on her royal robes, then she stood on the inner courtyard of the king's palace, facing the king's hall. The king was sitting on his royal throne in the hall, facing the doorway. The king saw Queen Esther standing in the courtyard. When he saw her, he was very pleased. He held out the gold scepter that was in his hand. So Esther went up to him and touched the end of the scepter. Then the king asked, "What is it, Queen Esther? What do you want to ask me? I will give you as much as half of my kingdom." In this reading that I've just read, it is explaining that Esther had the courage to go speak to the king, even though he was going to be she was going to be killed if he hadn't handed up the scepter. But she did it because she loved her people and she wanted to do it for God, and she had the courage, and she was very mighty to do this.
Amen. Would you guys like to put your hands together for Mercy as she comes to give her
I'll be reading Noah Ark. As the world got older, many people was born. They did bad things and they forgot about God. Except Noah loved God. God was sad that everyone but Noah forgot about him. He told Noah about his plan to start again. Build an ark, God said, so Noah began to building the ark. When it was done, God said, take 2 of every animal into the ark. After Noah and the animals were inside, the rain began to fall and fall and fall. Water covered the whole earth. Finally, the rain stopped. Everyone inside, and the ark was safe and happy. God put beautiful rainbow in the sky. It was a sign of His promise. It never filled the whole earth in water again. Noah was the only man who had faith in God, and it means that everyone should obey God.